students. Thank you for replying to the survey about what makes you happy. Now, many of you said money, but as you know, money isn't the only thing. So we are going to read on pages 5 and 6 an essay about two different countries and what makes people happy there. Now, maybe there'll be some similarities, and there also may be some differences between the two. And we'll start with our introduction, asks you a question, trying to get you interested. Remember, every paragraph has a job to do. So here's your introduction. Then we have a subheading here, safety and security, and we talk about Singapore. Now, you already read this, I know, but let's look at the topic sentence here. It just gives you some information about Singapore, but then it actually gives you a little bit more information. It's in the World Database of Happiness. And why is it so happy? The next paragraph gives you one reason. Basic necessities. There's no poverty. You saw the details there. Then we also have another paragraph. Safety. People feel secure there. Freedom. We do have a little bit more describing Singapore and why people are so happy there. Then we have a subheading again, friends and neighbors, and we're moving to Mexico. In Mexico, we ask the reader some questions. It's very different from Singapore, but why are people so happy? Let's answer that, and the paragraphs do. One reason, social interaction. The next paragraph talks about, well, people don't have to keep up with their neighbors. They don't feel that competition. And then we end, of course, with our conclusion. Over here, a lot of you did vote on what the main idea of the passage was. I think most of you did choose A. Happiness means different things to different people. So when you read the essay and you reread it, that's probably the main idea that came up. In B, we have a Venn diagram. And if you do something, invent something, sometimes they name it after you. So this is Venn, discovered making these circles and find out what's different and then how they intersect over here. You read through this for homework, I know, and I looked at the answers and it looks as if you did choose D for Mexico. You chose B and C for Singapore, but you did have an intersection over here of A, most people feel happy, and C, family connections. So that's where they intersected. Something different here, something different here. Then we moved on to infer, and infer means what can you guess from the way it's written, the way people say something. What idea do you get from that? Many times we're not giving the definitions of a word, but you can tell by the context. And these were 4 phrases, words that were in your text. You probably could guess what they meant, but we didn't give a strict definition, so now we'll do that. Strict and look after. Now, look after is a 2-word verb where we take a primary verb and then we add a preposition, something to that verb, and change the meaning a little bit. Happy medium, adjective plus a noun, and then decent. We put those words in. You did that for homework. Then your homework also was your writing assignment, where you think you would prefer to live, in Singapore or Mexico. I did expand this a little bit, where you did not have to choose one of these countries. You could choose another country if you wanted to. I think somebody said Norway. Another person said Argentina. You had your different ideas on that for the paragraph. Identifying the main idea, you already did that, but here's a little help. The topic sentence for your paragraphs, that's a lot of times that's where you'll find your main idea, and then you'll have your minor details to prove that main idea. And we put these in order. We had a paragraph that we read about Denmark, another happy country. And we're moving on to the video, longevity leaders. Longevity is a word we made from long, an adjective, changing it into a noun, longevity. Changes the pronunciation a little bit. We'll see our movie, and then we will discuss the movie.